Morning, everybody. It's Gary here. It's Friday, May 1st. Wow, man. Hey, tomorrow's Derby Day. If you didn't have a chance yet, watch that show, Puma. It's a pretty good one. I put that on last night before I went to bed. He's a beautiful horse. God, he looks, that chestnut coat, that light chestnut coat, that brown. Oh my God, he's so gorgeous. Anyway, so I'm not talking about the Puma today, although I love him to death. I wish I could buy him. This is called Field Sobriety. Yeah. Field Sobriety. I don't drink anymore, but people out there that are listening to this that drink, everyone's driven after you've been drinking. You got to admit it. We've all been there. We've all done it. We've all braved it. We've all tried to trip the light fantastic and get behind the wheel of a car and drive after you've been drinking. Oh, I'm sober. I can do it. Oh, shit, I can drink. I can drive. Fuck it. Yeah, hey, bartender. Yeah, give me one more. Yeah, one of my boys are doing a shot of tequila now. All right, give me that shot. Yeah. Hey, give me a little bit of water to go with it. We've all been there. We've all been there. And still, some people out there watching this are still doing it. You know, especially if you're in England. Like, hey, to get the bloke. Hey, you get the bloke. The bloke. Get him another round. I'm going to play another round of darts, yes. We can play some snooker. We're going to play some snooker. Get another bloke. Get the bloke another round. You can hear it, right? So, what the point I'm trying to make going forward with this program is, I'm 66 years old, and I'm aware that as the older we get, the more we have to be cautious of our balance. You may not, you're going to have balance problems when you're drinking, no doubt. But the older we get, we have to, I'm going to be serious for a second. The older we get, we have to be more focused on how our balance is. Because when I had my knee replaced 3 years ago, my knee doctor said, work on your balance. I said, what do you mean? He goes, well, just try standing on one foot for 30 seconds, raising the other foot off the ground. Work on your balance. And he goes, it'll help with your knee. That said, according to what I've read in Men's Health magazine, because I get the magazine, they talk about that, working on balance. So, Gary, where are you going with this? I'll tell you where I'm going with this. The fucking field sobriety test? This is one of these. Hey, here's the field sobriety test. Stroke me off, right? Fuck you. You try standing on one foot when you're sober. Nah, they set you up. Whoever came up with that field sobriety test to stand on one foot and count 20 seconds. Oh, take that foot off the ground. 4 to 6 inches. Yeah, big bad cop. Well, you better do what I say. I'm the lawman here. Before I finish, I'm going to tell you, I have all the respect in the world for men and women of America that put on the uniform every day and do that job. All the respect. If you see a cop on the street, thank them for their service. I would not want that job. Got to have respect for the police forces of America, anywhere. I wouldn't want that fucking job. Anyway, they're told, so the police force is told what to say, what to ask for the field sobriety. They don't come up with it by themselves. They say, no, you got to ask them to raise 1 foot off the ground and hold it up off the ground for 6 seconds. 20 seconds. Make it 20 seconds. They're going to fail it every time because you can't do it sober. Try it. I got thinking about this morning because I got up. I hadn't had my coffee yet. I just made my coffee. It's sitting next to me. And I was doing my balance exercises. And I'm thinking, fine, I should do a program on this. You can't hold your foot off the ground without wobbling. Hello? So that's the first throwaway. Cops, I'll throw that out. It's not the cops. It's, I don't know, the judicial system, police, the courts. The courts need to change that test. You know, when they make you do this shit, anyone can do that. Anyone can do this. I can do this all day long. La-di-da-di-da. Even when you're drunk, you can do that. Anyone can do that. That's easy. Take that one out too. That's kind of gay. That's lame. Really? Really? Come on. The heel to toe walk, where you got to walk in a straight line, heel to toe, heel to toe. That's difficult too. Even when you're sober. Even when you're sober, that one's difficult too. They got to change the rules. They got to change the laws. I dated a lady, 5 or 6 years ago. Her name is Tana. She knows who she is if she's listening to this. Super nice lady. 5'0" nothing. 5'0" nothing. A little wrecking ball. She starred in that video I did, Blonde with a Badge. If you haven't seen it, go back and watch it. If you have time. She told me when she was on the job, and she got out of her squad car, and she's walking up to a traffic stop at nighttime, or daytime, walking up to a car with the windows down, she could smell the alcohol coming out of that car 10 feet before she even gets up to the car. So if the cop can smell the alcohol, just make him do a breathalyzer on the scene. Just stick the breathalyzer in the window and say, blow. I'm not going to make you, we don't do field sobriety tests anymore, but you have to blow if we suspect you've been drinking. And then cuff them and stuff them. Period. And make your job easier. Make everyone's job easier. You know the cops. The cops don't like doing the field sobriety tests any more than you like taking them. I've never been pulled over for drinking and driving. And man, when I used to drink and drive, I would do it. I didn't give a shit. I was just back in the 80s. They weren't so tight on drinking and driving in the 80s. They just weren't, you know. Me and my buddies would come out of a club after drinking all night. We'd be downtown Cincinnati drinking. There was four of us, me being the fourth. We were the same group of guys, same group of studs that went out chasing pussy and drinking beer and playing darts and starting shit in bars, having a good time, just having a grand old time. We come wobbling out to our car. Usually one person drove. And we all piled in the car. And we're out walking across the parking lot, walking back behind all the other bars, trying to find our car in the parking lot we parked in, if we could remember where we parked. You know what I'm talking about. Oh, yeah, and if you're walking along the hedges, and there's hedges to the right and left, always someone falls over into the hedges. I did it once. I fell fucking sideways into these bushes. And I didn't even know I did it. I didn't even know what I did to myself till the next day when I had scratch marks all over my face, like I've been clawed by a cat. But going back to walking out to your car, we get out and we stand outside the car and we look at each other and we'd be wobbling. We'd be like this. All right, who's going to drive? I'd be like this. I know it's my car, but I don't think it's a good idea. Or then Tommy, he'd be like, yeah, I could drive. Fuck it, I could drive. Tommy, you're going to fall over. Someone catch him. We'd all be doing a standing and who's wobbling for some field sobriety test amongst ourselves. Who's not as drunk as the next guy to drive the car. I came up with an idea that my brother told me about, my younger brother told me about. And I think he did it, so I kind of adopted it. I bought an eye patch at a pharmacy years ago. Where are you going with this, Gary? Wait, give me a minute. Give me a minute. So, and we did that one night. We were in Cincinnati. We were drinking. I had the eye patch in my back pocket. And I said, guys, I got this. I was as shit-faced as the rest of them. I said, climb in. I had a 1971 Buick Skylark, two-door. But you pull the bench seat, you pull the seats down the front, you can get two full adults in the back of these cars. That's how big. When they made cars back in the 70s, they made the back seats big enough for an adult to sit in. Hello? So it's two drunks in the back. My passenger was my brother Pete or Tommy or Chris or Rick. Rick was coming with it. Chris wasn't a big drinker. Rick was the drinker. Rick would be in the front seat, and I would pull the eye patch out and put it over my eye. And the guys were like, what the fuck, Gary? It's like, yeah, oh yeah. You put it over your dominant, the non-dominant eye. Because we all know which eye is the strongest eye. This one's my strongest eye. This one's not. So I put it over this side. You were right as rain going home. No matter how cold, how drunk you were, you're not swerving. Why? Because you can't see double. You're not seeing double. You know what I'm talking about. People out there that drink and drive now and used to drink and drive, you see double. The lines on the road cross. They do this, right? You're going down and the double line goes this way and that way. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You put an eye patch on, nothing like that happens. You get home right as rain. And so I got everybody home, and I got myself home that night. No problem. We actually went by a cop sitting in traffic, and I'm waving to him. Hey, man, how you doing? He saw I had an eye patch on. He didn't say anything. Well, it was dark. Maybe he didn't notice I had an eye patch on. Eye patch. $3. Go out and buy one if you want to drink and drive. And it's also safety first, a safety precaution. I'm not promoting it. I'm not promoting it, people. I don't think you should drink and drive anyway, because, I mean, you live and you learn, but we were in our 20s. Come on. When you're in your 20s, you think you're bulletproof. But the eye patch prevents accidents, too, because you see what's going on. You're not seeing double. Hello? So, I know I got off track, but the field sobriety test, they need to revamp that. Standing on one leg for 30 seconds? No, you try it sober, it ain't going to happen. The heel to toe. What other ones of the field sobriety tests that I've seen on these police officer shows? Oh, I know, the list goes on and on. Oh, yeah. Count the ABCs from Z to A. I can't do that sober. How about the cop asking me the question, hey, Mr. Cop or Mrs. Cop, you do it. You can't do that. So in your head, sober or drunk, you got to go, LMNOPQRSTUVWXYZ ZXYW. That's all I can do, officer. Well, that's all I could do sober. The court system needs to get involved here. Hello? Change the ruling. I'm going to get off of here. I got a handicap. No, I don't have a handicap. When you're getting ready to race, like today is the Derby. Tomorrow's the Derby. Today's the Oaks. The Oaks is when all the ladies run. All the fillies and the mares. They have boys running too, but it used to be where it was just the Oaks was like the first day of the Kentucky Derby. You got to look it up. But there's a whole line of racing today. And at the Kentucky Derby tomorrow is 20 horses that are all 3-year-old colts, boys. And the Oaks today, I think the field is like 14 horses today. 14 or 15 horses of all 3-year-old fillies, female horses. See how they do that in Kentucky? It's pretty neat. So I'm going to handicapping is where you go on a site, Equibase or other, and you handicap the horses. You see what they've done in their past. You see what races they've run. You see what their record is, and then you make your decisions on what you're going to do and how you're going to bet. That's called handicapping. So now you know. If you didn't know what it meant before, that's what it is. It's not putting a handicap sticker on your window. That's another whole program about that. I gotta go. I gotta start handicapping. I gotta drink some coffee. Get my early lunch at 11 o'clock at the ATP, and then head on down to Belterra Racecourse. All right, you have a fantastic Friday. Be safe out there. Don't forget the eye patch. Take care of yourselves and each other. Peace out.